Hello and very warm welcome to the presentation on optical image stabilization. We'll briefly discuss about the issue of blur images and then we'll see that how OIS technology is used to compensate for the image blurring.
Now the question arises is, why does image blurring occur? Image blurring is a result of involuntary motion of hand. It is very often in handheld cameras. Normal frequency of hand shaking is 10 to 20 Hz, which can make substantial blur in the image. Now we will see the technical reasons behind the image blurring. In static alignment, a light ray coming from object falls on one pixel in an array of pixels, whereas the motion of hand causes the light cone to get distributed over the pixels. This occurs on the whole image sensor, causing blurring. So, how the problem is resolved? It is resolved by using OIS, optical image stabilization technology, which is coming up in almost all imaging devices. It uses control engineering, which is described later in detail. The OIS is used in many devices like the DSLR smartphones, binoculars, and even in telescopes. So here is an ad by Sony company that briefly illustrates the image stabilization.
So as we saw in this short video that by incorporating OIS technology into the cameras, the internal system of the camera remains at a very steady state which was not present in earlier conventional methods. So this solves the problem of the image blurring in the videos and the images.
So let's look at the possible model for correcting the image blurring. The very first step would be to analyze the degree of rotation and then actuating a mechanical system which is primarily small motors to compensate the jitter by moving the image sensor in opposite direction. Control methods used for this are open loop and closed loop control methods. Open loop do not use a feedback to control the error of output from input, whereas the closed loop control method use feedback, therefore is more widely used to achieve accuracy and minimum blur in the image.
Before we understand the mechanism of correcting image blurring, I will introduce you to some common terminologies which will be used frequently. X-axis rotation is known as roll, Y-axis rotation is known as pitch, and Z-axis rotation is known as yaw. Now let's see the components which are used in OIS technology. Gyroscope, microcontroller, and actuators. Now we'll see how OIS works. Two gyroscopes are used, one to compensate for y-axis rotation and another for x-axis rotation. Gyroscope measures the movement of camera and gives input to microcontroller. Then microcontroller processes the input and directs signal to motor. And then these motors moves the image sensor compensating for movement of camera. And Hall sensor is used for feedback to minimize the deviation of output from the input. And similar mechanism is used for wave gyro correction.
So let's see what are the methods for the lens shifting. There are two methods. The first one is the barrel shift method. And the barrel shift method allows the movement of the lens in the linear direction in one plane. In this method, the image sensor is attached with the body and not with the lens. The second method is the module tilt method. In this, the image sensor is associated with the lens, so it allows the rotation in rotational compensation. So in the OIS technology, rotational movements are predominantly measured, whereas linear movements are not measured. This is because of the fact that the objects which are farther away from the camera does not allow very less amount of jittering. So predominantly the rotations are more dominant over the linear motions.
Now we come on to the actuators. An actuator is a type of motor that is responsible for moving or controlling a mechanism or system. The control system can be simple, software based, or any other input. It uses the concept of force experienced by the current carrying coil placed in the magnetic field. This force moves the lens by a distance proportional to the current. Control algorithm requirements. Gyroscope output angular velocity which must be integrated in order to provide the angle through which the camera rotates. It must be scaled in order to convert the measured angular camera movement into the linear movement of image sensors or lens that stabilizes the effect of hand jitter. However, it is necessary to filter out intentional hand movements from integration, which is accomplished by using a high pass filter. For example, a complete change of camera position to image a different place would mean a integration up to 90 degrees, which is undesirable, so a filter is used in order to remove the unintentionally high frequency hand jitter.
So now we'll see how PID controller is used in the closed loop method. So when we see a reference input being given, it is given to the PID controller. The PID controller does something to it and gives the output to the motors. So the proportional thing in the PID controller drive the actuator until the reference input is equal to the output. The integral method allows the accuracy of the final point, and the derivative is used for maintaining the system stability. So here are some of the inputs that we references that we have used. Thank you.